All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on 2nd and 13, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, it's Howard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Wentz on third down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Kenyon Barner deep for Atlanta. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Right there.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
So don't say nothing.
Now Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back 25. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Freeman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Tighten up.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Freeman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan is complete to Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Ryan. Jones has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now Ryan on 1st down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
I know he ain't got
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
I know you felt that one.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Ryan. Caught by Jones. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, running right is Howard. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons leading tackler in 2018.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right in surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 36, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Go. Ready? 45. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Sunday. Here. Check mark 45.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Ready. 53 is the mark. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check. Check 49.
On first down, Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
152 fighter. Check. Shoot.
To throw is Ryan. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle. Positive yardage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Bang. 39. Check. Get up.
Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down. Check. Hey, space. Check, crunch. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38. Go on. Ready to go.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, wait.
First and 10.
Now it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Watch the twist. Rush in. 21. Rush in.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
45. Mike, 45. Here we go. Get him. You got it.
To throw is Wentz. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch out.
57. 61. Matchbox.
Running from the gun with Howard. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Check 45. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Tyson.
45, Mike.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Wentz again. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Into the red zone. Wentz. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check 45.
Bravo.
45. Not today, you are. Not today. 45. Watch the run.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Back now here on EA Sports. For the 4th quarter, will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 59, ready.
Now it's Ryan. It's complete to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing again. Ryan. Caught by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
45. Strip that ball.
Wentz now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even...
82. 45.
Hey, seam 6.
You better bring it. 45's the mic. Stay with your man. 45's the mic.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80.
Check 53. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Check, check, check.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Yeah, let's get set.
Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh, check. Check, 45 to Mike.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
25.
Check, 53.
Wait.
Switch.
Here's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Switch up, switch up.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. 45, 45. Mike 45.
Here, shift.
45's the Mike.
Here, 5-7.
45's the Mike, 45's the Mike. Hey, hey.
Look at that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Let's get it.
58.
Mike 53. 53. Mike. Let's go one more.
51, Tom. Let him go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
This 5-7.
45's the mic. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Here, shift.
45's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball.
Throwing his Wentz. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Check Mike 45. I got it. Man 5-7.
45. Mike, 45.
Watch QB draw. What? Hey, Delta.
45 is the Mike. Come on, D.
One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but